Time of ascension. People are feeling it. People are ascending and transcending. Um, Timeline jumping. There is a lot going on. Hold on. I hope you guys can hear me. Now, I'm seeing the elements here, okay? I'm also getting, so it's so important. Hello? Is anybody on? If you guys are on, comment below. So also I'm getting 000, so new beginnings. 0000, new beginnings. So I'm getting the elements, okay? Also I'm getting, I had to write this down. There is ascension, and ascension. So you are ascending to your gifts and your power. It's interesting too because I'm seeing the moon and alchemy. The moon is gray, and I'm seeing a dragon, so fire. Okay, so I'm seeing all the elements here. Okay, so what are you gonna notice is ascension. You're gonna be feeling right now. This is your pulse light. You might be feeling chills. You might be feeling disconnected from people. Ear ringing, appetite glitches, and timeline jumping. Now I want you guys to connect to all four elements. I'm seeing the body of water. So how you connect to the body of water, you get in the body of water. Okay, now there's actually the body of water. There is mystical, how can I say it? It's mystical old ancient civilizations. I keep seeing all day, I've been seeing the Atlanteans. Okay, some of you guys are descendants of Atlanteans. Okay, you're the ancestors of Atlanteans. You are the Atlantean. Okay, so connect to the element of water. Now, by connecting to the element of water, if you're around water, go to the source of water. Okay, so the source of water would be like the beach. Some of you guys can't go to the beach, right? Some of you guys can go to a river. Some of you guys can go to a lake, but a natural body of water. Okay, this is going to recharge you if you have a lot of water element. Okay, in your chart. Okay, I'm also seeing the body of earth. Okay, the earth is the grounding. Put your foot in the grass and actually ground your energy, and it's going to activate your chakras, all your chakras, but mostly it's going to activate your heart chakra because green is the color of the heart chakra. But it's also going to show you your magnetic field. We all have a magnetic field. Okay, this is going to help you with your magnetic field at this time. All right, so I'm also getting, when I'm getting the water element, it's interesting because you could see a lot of things in your dream. You could be dreaming about water, or you can be getting messages in your dream state. Okay, I also see this. So there's ascension going on. Superhuman abilities. Now, what I mean by superhuman abilities is abilities that we all have that have not been activated. And this is ancient. Okay, this is very, very ancient. This is what I'm getting. Okay, so we have the body of water, the earth, the grounding. Okay, so ground your energy, and also by grounding your energy, you're going to also be activating your magnetic electric field. Okay, magnetic electric field. Also, the element of fire. Okay, fire. Fire is a very powerful element. You can use fire with candles. You can use fire with like I like to do is I like to like burn wood pile of fire. You could even see something in the reflection of the fire itself, okay? That is going to awaken you. I feel like a lot of you guys I'm speaking to are ancient. I'm not talking about people that talk about their chosen. This is ancient ones, okay? Ancient ones that know about this ancient knowledge, okay? I keep seeing silver, but I'm seeing a dragon here. So this is showing me something with alchemy. And it's under the moon, okay? So we're going through the moon phase, and there's 2 moons. And this is the feminine energy. So you are activating your feminine energy if you're in your masculine energy, okay? So this is also going to elevate you, activate chakras. Now, this is interesting because remember when I said that I think we have like what, 12? But I'm seeing more than 12, okay? I'm seeing 12 in the physical and 5 in the spiritual, okay? So 12 in the physical form, your physical vessel, and then what's outside the physical, the celestial body, the spiritual body, okay? Yes, I'm wearing sunglasses. So also with the sun, because this is why they're trying to cloak the sun, manipulate the sun, because we are charged by the sun, okay? So I'm seeing all the elements, so you need to utilize all the elements at this time for your ascension, because a lot of us are timeline jumping, okay? So when you're timeline jumping, things will change, your reality will change, okay? You're not going crazy. You're actually, your pulse of light, your genetics are being activated. That's what's happening, okay? So like I said, you get cold chills, feeling disconnect from people, places, and things, remember? Also, feeling disconnected from people, okay? You don't have to be around people. Also, you're not feeling so much of the material world. You're not seeing the material world, and you don't really care about the material world. And what I mean by material world is your car, your house. I know you have to pay bills, but it's not like it's what's driving you, okay? It's something that you have to have, but it's not driving you as far as your needs and wants, if that makes sense, okay? Because you are not of your physical body, you are from your celestial body, okay? And this is how you are actually ascending, okay? A lot of us are ascending right now, and ascension, okay? So we're going to get these symptoms, and we're also going to have to tap into the elements. Now, there's more elements out there, but I'm just seeing the basic 4 elements. The grounding, because it's going to activate your electric field as far as your electric field is your electric magnetic field. Magnetic field. A lot of you guys don't know that we have electric magnetic field, but we do, okay? And it's interesting because when you are so grounded with the earth, and you're grounding yourself, you're earthing yourself, you're actually activating your electric magnetic field. So anybody that comes into that magnetic field will be pushed out of that magnetic field, okay? If they're not supposed to be in that magnetic field, okay? If that makes sense. If they're not supposed to be in your field, okay? Like your space, okay? And this is what's happening. So this is a message from your higher self. And I keep seeing the color gray, okay? And I keep seeing the moon, because there's 2 moons, okay? There's a false moon and there's a real moon, okay? So a lot of people, when we think of elements, we think of the main 4 elements. And some people can't see beyond the basic 4 elements. But to activate your ascension, descension, okay, from the physical realm or the physical plane of existence, as we know it, you have to connect to the elements, okay? That's why the elements have always been here and always will be here, okay? So You're seeing with your spiritual eyes. I always say spiritual eyes because a lot of us are seeing with our spiritual eyes. Um, and I've been noticing a lot of people wearing contacts, okay? If you can see my eyes, okay, you guys see my eyes? There's a light to my eyes. The reason why I'm doing that is because there's people out here that walks amongst us that don't have a light to their eyes, okay? Now, these beings, because I don't want to stay in their energy, but they can feel our and see our electric magnetic field, okay, that we have around us and in front of us, behind us, beside us. So we are actually, a lot of us are timeline jumping. You guys, I am sitting in my car right now, and I have sat in this car at the same exact time before. I am seeing the same people around me that's too familiar before. Okay. The interaction with people is too familiar. I have seen it before. Okay. Now I'm also getting a completion, number 9. 9 is a completion. Now also I'm seeing 12. 12 is, we can think of it as the chakras, but there's 5, there's more than 12, okay? So also I'm seeing the 5. So the 5, so this is outside of our physical body of existence. Our celestial body, our spiritual body. So a lot of us are ascending and we don't understand why we're getting the chills, why we're sleeping so much, because we're actually not in our physical body. We're outside the physical and we're in the celestial realms. And so some of you guys might be not getting enough sleep or getting too much sleep, okay? But what's interesting is when you're in the state sleep, they call it state sleep, but it's not really sleep. You're actually receiving messages, receiving downloads, and also giving messages. It's not just receiving, it's also giving, okay? So this is what I'm getting. So what happens is your soul will become familiar with everything around you. And a lot of you guys too, music, okay? Let me talk about music because music is very interesting. Also with plants. So we'll say the earth, okay? So you can buy new plants. You can play classical music to activate the plants, and the plants will activate you. Because, and you can talk to the plants, the trees. You can hug the trees. You can talk to the trees. I do this all the time, okay? Yes, I may sound crazy, but I'm not crazy, okay? I utilize every element because I am receiving messages and I am giving messages, okay? And I am also seeing through my timeline jumping that these things that are happening are too familiar, okay? Because I've already done it, I already lived it. I am an ancient soul. A lot of you guys that I'm speaking to are very ancient. You may not know you're ancient, but you're ancient because of the things you do, okay? Like people can come around you and they want you to acknowledge them. Why would you acknowledge them if you don't want to acknowledge somebody? Because they can sense that you are very ancient, that you have a magnetic field, and they can sense that, first of all, they can sense you're ancient, okay? I had a lady this morning, she came into my energetic field, okay? And she wanted me to acknowledge her first, okay? I did not want to acknowledge her, okay? The reason why I didn't want to acknowledge her is, one, because you always feel the spirit before the mouth speaks. You always feel the spirit before the mouth speaks. So people of lower frequencies right now, they want you to acknowledge them because they're at a lower frequency, okay? And you don't have to acknowledge anybody if you don't want to, okay? You choose who you want to acknowledge and who you don't want to acknowledge. You say hi to who you want to say hi to. You say bye to whoever you want to say bye to. But what's happening is, us ancient souls, we come from a place where there's ancient wisdom. The way we walk, the way we talk, our essence, our presence. Um, our spirit speaks before our mouth speaks. Okay. That is ancient. Okay. And they know that we're ancient. And things are too familiar to a lot of us because we have experienced it, we have lived it, we are ancient souls. I'm talking about billions of years ancient. I'm not talking about thousands of years, 100 years. I'm talking about billions of years of an ancient soul. So we need to connect with the elements, okay? So remember, water, the element of water, okay? The color blue, okay? Um, be around water, be in water. Also, the earth element, okay? Um, ground your energy in the ground, walk in the ground. Um, not just ground your energy in the ground. Also, like I buy plants. So you can buy plants. And what I do is I buy Pacific plants for my space. And I listen to Pacific music. At this time, you will be, when you know you're ancient, you will feel music on a whole other level than just the sound or the frequency, um, or the meaning or the words. Okay. um you are very ancient. Okay, very, very ancient. You will feel every note, um and every frequency, because sound is a frequency. So you have to be careful what you listen to as far as sound. It's interesting when I talk about sound because I'm hearing the birds, right? There's not a lot of birds, but there's some birds out here, and I'm listening to the sound of the birds. There's interesting because I have did videos, and when I did the videos, um if you go back in my videos, you can hear another sound. The sound that you can hear is this realm sound, but you're actually blocking that sound out. um it's a weird sound. Many can hear it. um Actually, I've have it on recordings on some of my videos. um but you're not hearing that sound. You're hearing higher frequencies of sound, okay? And you're also listening to higher frequencies of sound. So also, so you're going to get messages. So you're going to be receiving and giving messages. This is your higher self, the ancient self, okay? Because a lot of us are ancient. And everything will be familiar at certain points, okay? And then there will be things that are not familiar, and it's for a reason, because you're activating your superpowers that you came in here with, okay? Because we have power, okay? For so long, they have been trying to distract us of our true nature, our true self, our true power, our true wisdom, our true knowledge, of who we are as a collective, who we are as individuals. So this is why I'm seeing the elements. Okay, also the moon. A lot of you guys do things under the moon. Utilize that energy of that feminine energy. Okay. Even the fake moon, you can utilize the real moon. Okay. But okay, so the dog is barking. That's a confirmation. So sound is very important. Sound is universal. Sound is something that us ancient ones understood, knew. We understand that we can't listen to certain sounds. The reason why you can't listen to certain sounds, certain frequencies, certain hertz, is because it will lower your vibration. Okay, that's why music is at a certain hertz, a certain frequency. So you got to be mindful of that at this time, okay? Because you're going to be receiving information, also activating your DNA, okay? With sound. So we did the air, okay? So let's talk about the element of air, ancient ones. The air, the prana, okay? We breathe in the prana, right? The air element is very powerful too. We are in the time of the air, the time of Aquarius, the time of Libra. And that is the air element. And that is where you can use your electric magnetic field, and your gifts that you have, because a lot of you guys have gifts. And it's not really manipulating, because you never should manipulate energy. But when when you are in your authentic self, that is the highest frequency. Your authentic self and the love that you give to yourself. Not just to others. Okay? I don't know why I'm seeing a gray dragon. You know, there was one time, there's a story that we've been told, and it's been a lie. The story that we've been told about Adam and Eve is a lie. Okay? The first person that walked this earth was actually a female. It wasn't a male. So when I'm seeing this mystical being, I'm also seeing mystical beings in the body of water, in the body of air, in the body of earth, okay, in the body of fire, okay. So these are the 4 elements that we can utilize and that we can use. And especially fire. Fire is very powerful. I like to work with the body of all elements. But fire is very powerful because you can actually see through the fire, okay? And this is very interesting. I was on around this time. This is why I say things are so familiar, because I remember this time. Time itself, because I'm seeing time. Time is a way to trap us, okay? Time itself is a trap. Time itself is a trap. And it will keep you in the trap of time, of delusion. And we no longer want to be in a time of illusion. Well, delusion. But time is a trap, okay? To keep us entrapped as far as time. So think of it like, okay, you know how you get up and you go to work, and you look at the clock, and it may be 4 o'clock, it may be 3 o'clock. When you get off the time of the wheel of time, because I'm seeing a wheel, and then on the wheel I'm seeing the zodiac signs. So when you get off of the wheel of time, it actually frees you from this matrix. Okay, if this makes sense. So I'm seeing a wheel, and on the wheel I'm seeing the zodiac signs, and I think there's 12 or 13 zodiac signs. So the time itself is keeping us on this wheel. So once we get off the actual wheel of time, we're actually freeing ourselves. Okay, if that makes sense. So use the elements. The elements are very powerful. And it doesn't matter of your chart of what, like if you have more water, if you have more air, if you have more earth, if you have more fire, you can utilize every element. Okay, and there's multiple elements besides the elements that I'm giving you right now. What's interesting too is you can use your gifts. You can use your gifts now, and you're being activated. How do I utilize them? There's many ways you can utilize them. The body of water, you get in the body of water. You be around water, okay? You put water in your house. You talk to the water. The water will show you things. It will also show you your own reflection. Okay. Fire. You look in the element of fire. Okay. The flame. The flame will show you. The earth element, the grounding, the talking to the trees, the hugging the trees. This is how it is, and I'm seeing your root chakra. Okay, so it's going to activate all your chakras. If you think about it, chakras, but not just your physical, also your celestial. Okay, because when we are going, because we are mainly now the ones that are outside, actually timeline jumping. We are not looking at time. We are not utilizing time. Somebody could be talking to you and you're like somewhere else, okay? Because you're not on this plane of existence, okay? If that makes sense. So you're going to have some kind of symptoms. You're going to have the chills. You're going to have the sleepiness, the not much sleepiness, and you're going to be getting downloads. The downloads will come into your dream state, okay? And you're also going to be giving downloads. You're not just receiving, you're giving. So that's some ways you can utilize them. Ground your energy. Take your shoes off. Get that electric magnetic field going, okay, in your body. Your physical body and your celestial body. Trees. Okay, plants in your house. Talk to them. Okay, play classical music. Something with a higher frequency of sound. Okay, get out in the nature and listen to sound, because you're going to be downloading so much information. Too many things are looking too familiar for a lot of us, okay, because we're ancient. That's why. We have done it, we have lived it, and we have experienced it. Okay, so if this is happening to any of you guys, comment below. Thank you for joining me. But yeah, there's so much information, you guys. So much information. It's interesting because I keep seeing the color silver and I keep seeing a dragon. Okay. And I think we are in the year of the dragon. Okay. And I'm also seeing the moon. Okay. In the metaphysical, the spiritual realm, not in the physical. Okay. So this is telling me something too. So just pay attention who you give your energy to at this time, who comes, and also I want you to pay attention to who comes into your life. And your, like I said, your spirit will speak before your mouth will speak. Okay. That is a way of utilizing and understanding elements, because there's so many elements out there, and most people can only see the 4 elements, and most people are only using and utilizing the 4 elements. Okay, but what's happening is a lot of us are tapping into our superpower because we have it. It's being activated. Okay, so comment below of how you guys are feeling. A lot of you guys might be feeling like I'm feeling. Just comment below. But I'm going to do another video, you guys. I want to do this video on there's videos I need to get out. I haven't did them. There's a reason why. Because when you're working with time, sometimes the timing, okay? So these videos I want to get out in their world. I'm using their timing, okay, not my timing. Okay, so I will get them videos out. You guys comment below. All right, I'm sending you guys nothing but love. Okay, thanks for joining me, and Ashe. Okay, all right, you guys.